Bucks going up against the Charlotte Hornets. Hello, everyone. With Chris Webber and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. We'll be hearing from our Hall of Famer on the sideline and taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for him.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
Here's the starting group for the Charlotte Hornets. Spencer Dinwiddie out there with Evan Fournier. Then it's Thompson, and it's Washington in at the power forward. And for Milwaukee, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Bledsoe is out there with the great one, and it's Drummond in at the 5, roaming the paint. Dinwiddie outside. And in constructing lineups, Chris, there's often the dilemma of choosing rim protection versus floor space. To you, what matters most?
Well, to me, what matters most is floor space. And it doesn't, a defense is not overrated. I'm not saying that, but it doesn't matter if you have defense and you can't score. Scoring is just as important, and you have to put pressure on that defense by scoring. And even if you have a shot blocker, what if I have guys that like shoot it outside and don't come to the paint?
Right.
Well, then I've already taken that shot blocker out of the game. So it's all about offense, having a balanced offense, and then guys willing to listen, pay attention to the details, and be engaged on the defensive end.
Oh, great flow to that possession. Two players totally in sync with each other.
Here's Dinwiddie. 11 points for him in that last game against Orlando.
Yeah, and as good of a scorer as he was in that game, he was even a better passer. A lot of assists for him.
Pass to the great one. Giannis outside. To the middle. It's deflected. And even 3-on-3 break. Here's Dinwiddie, and it's wide right. Hits off the rim. And so Giannis will bring it up for the Bucks. Gets it to fall, and the bucket from the great one. The great one's got 6.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Dinwiddie passes to Bosch. Kicks to Fournier. That one misses. Nice D from the great one.
Not how you want to start the game. 4 straight misses. I'd like to see some better ball movement from them.
For Charlotte, they've gone 0 of 4, missing their first 4 field goals here. Fournier passes to Dinwiddie, and the foul called on the great one. That is his first foul of the game. Dinwiddie against Bledsoe. 6 on the shot clock. Bosch kicks to Dinwiddie. Over Bledsoe.
Yeah, trying to get going here, but that's an offer for the first 5 here to start the game.
Here's the great one, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
Oh, Kevin, the coaching staff has to be upset. You can't give the opposition easy buckets like this, GA.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hornets. Last game matched up with the Magic. Tough loss there.
Yeah, I mean, on the road, their defense was just overrun. Couldn't match the intensity of the opponent, and it cost them.
They looked overmatched, GA. I thought they lacked aggressiveness and heart out there.
Dinwiddie finds Thompson. Back to Dinwiddie. Passes it to Thompson. Offensive rebound. And no good that time. And it's Milwaukee's ball. They've got an 8-0 run. Second chance effort. And Antetokounmpo lays it in.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, they've been very aggressive, and they've taken early control of this game.
Fournier dishes to Dinwiddie. Just 5 to shoot. Knocked away. Middleton with it. Picked up by Thompson. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Milwaukee shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
At the line for your Bucks.
And that one falls for Middleton.
Taking 2 shots.
And so he hits both.
Well, he's never rattled at the strike. Always has that nice soft touch on his free throws.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Bledsoe against Fournier. Down low. Washington. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Finally, after all those clanks, someone comes through for him.
Well, yeah, you can hear the sigh of relief from here. Now they've got to build on that first bucket.
Bledsoe passes to the great. Misses the three.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Here's Fournier, and they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three. Hornets trail by 7. So on the floor for Charlotte to start this second quarter. They've got Collins, and it's Graham in at the point.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. And they're running. Rice passes to Graham. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3. Bucks leading by 3, and we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Thanks, Kevin. The great one in that last game against the Raptors got the job done. He had 42 points, and as expected, he distributed the rock and got his teammates involved. Very solid stat line for him in what was a terrific outing. And you know he wants to keep the momentum going, Kevin.
Thank you, David. You're right. He was a one-man wrecking crew in that one.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same attitude tonight.
I think he will, because he takes being a leader seriously, and it shows in how he approaches things at both ends of the floor.
Shots good by Bosch.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Inside, and stolen by Graham. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. The pass to Bosch. There's the dish to Graham. Floats one. Rebound, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
It's not easy to keep him from converting those. I mean, the D has to be airtight.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
Oh, man, so unselfish. He's doing a great job creating for others and making pinpoint passes.
Here's Graham. It's deflected, and they get it back. Collins, good. And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. They'll be playing host to Miami for the next game. And that'll be the third of the 4 straight at home. Hornets trail by 3. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Pass to Collins. And the foul called on the great one. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
And already his 3rd foul. It's got to be time to get him out of there probably until the 3rd quarter.
Bosch looking around. Just 5 on the clock. Over onto Antetokounmpo. No good from Bosch.
With the D playing soft off him, he might have been better off taking it to the hoop instead of settling for the jumper.
Moves back up. And Giannis with a nice bucket inside. Antetokounmpo's got 9 points.
I wouldn't want to be the guy who has to keep him off the boards. He is a beast on the offensive glass.
Charlotte calls timeout. Last time they met was in Charlotte.
Well, last time out, they got the win in large part because of the play of their bench, and they provided a lot of the scoring.
Well, it's such a boost. I mean, not something you want to have to count on every night, but you can tell how much they trust their reserves.
Pass to Rice. it to Ntilikina. Charlotte again missing.
Defensive breakdown, and they can't capitalize. He'll hit that shot almost every time.
Here's Melly. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. There's always at least one joker on every roster. Who was the funniest guy, Chris, you ever played alongside?
Oh, man, by far is Jay Will. Jay Will, White Chocolate. He was the funniest before the game, after the game, during the game. He would, you know, it'd be a bad call by a ref or something. He'd say something to the ref would laugh and pat him on the butt. I mean, he was, he's a funny guy. He's somewhere right now telling jokes, having somebody laugh and fall out on the floor. It was just his personality, a hard worker, but he definitely was the joker on the court.
And Antetokounmpo slams it in. And he's now got the double-double. 11 points and 10 rebounds. Graham, the pass to Rice. And he banks in the layup. Rice has got his first 2 points of the night.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Antetokounmpo can't get it to go. Hornets trail by 4. Here's Graham. Plays it up and banks it in. Graham's got 6 here in this quarter.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
And the double up on Antetokounmpo. Lets the 3 fly. And it's Graham missing.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
McLeod. Graham defending. Offensive rebound. And Giannis throws it down.
When he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for them.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does. And the defense has to be aware of this. When you don't put a body on him, you pay the consequences.
Sexton, he's checked in for Frank Ntilikina. Now, here's Sexton. He's guarded closely. He feeds it to Bosh. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. And here comes Harris leading the fast break. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Bosh. Graham kicks to Bosh. Knocks it loose. He dishes it to Sexton. Fires from the wing. Rebounded by the Bucks. Antetokounmpo's got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. A great one. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
That's good from the great one. Hornets trail by 7. Graham, the pass to Sexton. Tries again. Got a hand on it, and they're able to recover. They recover it. 5 on the clock. And another shot. Collins trying to break free. Out of bounds. Charlotte takes possession. And a look at the recent power rankings. Some interesting stories here in the early part of December. You take a look at the Pelicans. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
And seeing where the Bucks are, they're just so locked in right now. It doesn't matter who they're playing. I know it's still early in the season, but they may turn out to be the team to beat.
Dante. Bucks have gone 7 of 9 from the free throw line tonight. Free throw good. Giannis.
And really, the ceiling for Antetokounmpo is limitless. I mean, he has the potential to be a Hall of Famer one day.
And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. You look at Antetokounmpo in this one, he's been everywhere.
Well, with a double-double in hand through 2 quarters, You can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
Yeah, it could be one of those epic games, but we still have a long way to go.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Great one out there at Bledsoe. And it's Drummond in at the 5. And there's the pass to the great one. To the paint. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. And it's Giannis missing.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
Excellent D, avoiding fouling and got in the perfect position to alter the shot.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Pass to the great one. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That's on Evan Fournier. While the NBA is entertainment, you know, Chris, it also can have a very social impact in a positive ways. Guys like Kyle Korver have spoken out. The Jazz took action last season. Chris, how do you feel the league has responded to issues like discrimination?
Well, I think the league has done a wonderful job, better than any league. First of all, we acknowledge it. You don't just throw it under the rug and say there's no problem here. And that may be the toughest, to be able to acknowledge that. And then secondly, to make quick, sweeping decisions, I think has also been awesome too. But I don't think any league in the history of sports has had more players speak up for issues in society than ours. Let's go back to Bill Russell and others, the way that they started the game and came in. We have to love it, and I love the fact that the league is not scared of the narrative, and we work together. And by the way, that Kyle Korver article was so awesome. It was so vulnerable for him to write that. And when you have players like that, no matter what color, that are selfless to speak out to make society better, then it's not just good for the game, but it's great for all of us. So kudos to Kyle, the Jazz, and everyone doing all they can do to make things better for everyone.
Absolutely. Antetokounmpo, no good.
He usually takes advantage of D like that. Should have been a simple layup.
Thompson finds Fournier. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. And that's now 11 points for Evan Fournier.
Well, that's almost a sure thing when you leave him that wide open on the perimeter. I mean, that's his sweet spot.
Good, nice play there from the great one.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Well, and that's why they're running plays for him. They're getting him the ball and letting him go to work.
Thompson with it, now guarded by Bledsoe. Shoots from the baseline. Thompson misses.
A good job by him on the glass here tonight. +8 in that department.
Bledsoe against Dinwiddie. And it's Drummond with the jam.
Well, you just got to respect the leaping ability of Drummond, leaving the floor effortlessly, throwing it through the hoop.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Now, Dinwiddie. They count on his contributions, currently providing 16.5 points a game. Thompson passes to Washington. Dinwiddie surveying the floor. Comes up empty down low.
He has shot them in the foot with his inability to make shots tonight.
The great one passes to Antetokounmpo, and it's Drummond with the jam.
You can see the evolution of Giannis as a passer. He's gotten good at thinking for himself and his teammates.
Dinwiddie dishes to Bosh. And the foul called on the great one. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
4th foul of the game for him. He's starting to get into that danger zone.
And the Hornets making a change here. Graham's checked in. Here's Dinwiddie, and it's sent back by Drummond.
And Drummond, a fearsome defensive presence. I mean, he can put you on your heels.
Bledsoe passes to the great one. From deep. Drummond, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And now it's a 12-point Bucks lead.
And those are exactly the kinds of plays that can spark a team. Just solid work down in the paint.
A steal. Here's the great one. Graham defending. No good from Bledsoe. Hornets trail by 12. Dinwiddie outside, looking to end the run. Rebound, Milwaukee. Drummond's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
And the Hornets call time here.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Without question. They're giving up too many high percentage looks, a trend that they'd like to reverse.
And the Hornets making a change here. Ice is checked in. And let's check out a breakdown. Looking at some stats for Giannis.
And guys, it hasn't been pretty for him in the past 5 games. He's having one of those scoring slumps that all players go through at some point in the season. But I know he hadn't lost his confidence, and I expect this young man to get after it here tonight.
Here's Rice, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And he's kept his percentage.
And that's a foul called on Zach Collins. That's his first foul. Thompson against Giannis. Drummond passes to DiVincenzo. The kick out to Antetokounmpo. Milwaukee, no good that time either. Hornets trail by 15. It's Fournier on the wing, defended by Middleton. Shoots from the line. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. Here's the great one. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line. He's made all 3 of his free throws so far.
In their last contest, guys, he was unconscious from the foul line.
And the Hornets making a change here. Washington's checked in. Charlotte's gotten 1 of 6 3-pointers to drop since coming out of the locker room at halftime. There's a minute 34 left in the third quarter. Here's Ntilikina. No good on the shot. So Milwaukee will take it the other way. Here's the great one. That one's no good. Takes him to 10 for 15 for the game. Here's Ntilikina. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Antetokounmpo. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east. Already we are in December. You look at the Bucks. They hold the first place spot in the conference just right where they want to be. They've got momentum. And of course the Hornets just need to take it a game at a time.
And I think for the Hornets, with the start they've had, they've taken what was such a hopeful preseason and turned the mood sour.
Well, it's clear they didn't do enough in the offseason to make any kind of major improvement. They're in for a long year.
Here's the great one, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. A moment now to see how the schedule is looking for the Bucks. On Friday, they'll host the Miami Heat, and then on Saturday, the Los Angeles Lakers will come into town.
And for that matchup with the Blazers, this is one where it would take a complete meltdown for them not to come away with the win. Anything can happen, but I'd be shocked if they don't come out on top.
Sexton the pass to Washington. And the rejection by Giannis. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Antetokounmpo's got 23 points.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Pass to the great one. From deep three-point range, the long distance 3 is buried. He's got 29 points.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
Oh, I do too, Greg. You have to go to your best scorers. I mean, it's a smart strategy, and so far, it's paying off in this game.
And here's Sexton. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks holding a very very comfortable 25-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. Head coach Mike Budenholzer is mic'd up along the sideline. Let's check it out.
Do it again for this quarter, 0-0. Same effort.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. So it's Ntilikina who brings up the ball for Charlotte. They'll be playing host to Chicago for their next game. That game marks the first half of a quick two-game homestand. On the court for the Hornets, She out there with Evan Fournier. Then there's Price, and it's Washburn into the shooting guard.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Starting to take over here, building a big lead that could ultimately prove insurmountable.
Ntilikina looking it over. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Price. Doesn't get it to drop for him.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
Well, that's why he's out there right now. In situations like this, he stands tall to prevent points.
And he's just stretching them out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
Yeah, I mean, that's not a guy you can leave alone. Not if you have any hope of closing the gap.
Outside Fournier. And again, the Hornets missing.
His bad night from the field is only going to get worse if he keeps throwing up shots like that.
Antetokounmpo passes to DiVincenzo. Here's the great one, and it's blocked. What a play as he just snatches the shot out of midair. Fournier, that's for 2. A new 14 for Charlotte. And that one's good. Price has got his first 2 points.
Toughness and energy on the boards, an easy putback to show forth.
The great one, good, and the assist goes to Giannis. 31 points for the great one.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
Ntilikina kicks to Fournier. And Chris, underclassmen entering the draft, they can now hire agents, get help attending workouts, and still retain their eligibility. Do you like that move?
I love the move, Kevin. You know what it does? It helps less to fall by the wayside. So you come out of college, you don't know how good you are. You don't, it's based off ego, how hard you worked, family and friends telling you, go, get the money, but what's your testing ground? You don't know. You don't have a full context. So I love the fact that it lets you go out there and see, and if you have any trepidation, go back to school. You got another year. So, yes, I love this move.
Excellent. C-Web, excellent. Inside, here's Price. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
Oh, that's some skill on that assist. I mean, the timing has to be perfect on a lead pass.
The pass to the great one. Lets it go from deep. And it's Price with the rebound.
Well, that's just a lucky break for the deep. Yeah, keep giving him that shot. Bad things will happen.
Ntilikina passes to Fournier. To the inside, stolen by Bledsoe. Goes up, and Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Oh, reversed it home. That was pretty.
Agreed, the agility on display. Look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Here's Ntilikina. Pass to Price. Not much in the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
And just a little too lax with that possession, and it cost them.
Yeah, you got to be locked in at all times. Their inconsistent play is a big reason why they're losing.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Valentine's checked in. Pass to the great one. From deep. That one, no good. Now Charlotte takes it the other way. Over to the left wing. Here's Washburn. Yep, it counts.
Almost an impossible shot to block in the post. The defender can't give up that much of a height advantage and expect to contest it.
Valentine passes to the great one. Motley, no good. For Charlotte, they've gone 3 of 8 here in the fourth quarter. Here's Ntilikina, guarded by Bledsoe. Price kicks to Ntilikina. Over Harris. The shot's good from Ntilikina.
Fleshing out his offensive game over time. Ntilikina wants to keep improving in the paint.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Frank Ntilikina. That's foul number 2 for him. And the NBA is seeming to be at the crossroads of sports and fashion and crisp music. Do you think it's always been this interwoven?
You see the outfits they're wearing now? I gotta be like,
I do.
The old guy. Oh my goodness, guys are basically coming into the game like, did you turn on the lights before you got dressed in your closet? I mean, I know it's fashion. I'm not speaking about any one guy, but wow. I'm telling you, they've taken fashion to another level. And even though I joke about it, it's always fun anticipating what type of outfit I want to see guys walking. Especially, I mean, come on. I love their games, and then I look and I say, wow. They have to be confident on the court because they wore that to the game. And they're confident in life all around.
Overall, right. Motley, no good.
And he did everything he could to make that shot.
Oh, wow.
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure. The shot's good from the Great One. The Great One's got 35 in the game.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Oh, that's just the mentality you have to have. Not wanting to give the opposition any hope of clawing back into this.
And here's Price from beyond the arc. They get the rebound.
They are just killing them on the interior.
And so it's Bledsoe with it, bringing it up for Milwaukee. Passes it to the Great One. For the 3. Out of bounds. Charlotte takes possession. Charlotte has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. The pass to Price. He kicks it to Rice. And with the likely return of prep to pro prospects, Chris, some have argued for a high school combine to help determine who's ready to make the leap and who isn't.
I'm not really there with the high school combine. I still think that, you still have a level of college or a level of professionalism that can happen after. And I don't believe until you're ready to be evaluated for the pros immediately, should you have that combine. Your bodies are still growing. I talked to Jaren Jackson just yesterday, and he told me that he grew 2 inches over last summer. So I think it's a little unfair to judge these guys that early when their bodies and mentality still has a lot of development left.
So a whole new group on the floor now for Charlotte. Down low, out left to the wing. Here's the Great One. Here's Antetokounmpo, and the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
And able to pad his stats a little bit there on that play, the board and the bucket.
And you know, Greg, that'll put him in the good graces of that coaching staff, too. My goodness. Here's Dinwiddie. Milwaukee with the rebound.
Even though he's gone ice cold, he keeps shooting. I mean, it's late enough in the game for him to recognize there's a better option.
Here's Giannis. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Oh, it's simple. When you fail to put a body on someone, you're inviting a breakdown on the defensive glass.
To the middle. Washington, that's good.
That's a perfect setup. Solid screen, defender can't avoid it. Opens up a clear path to the bucket.
Pass to the Great One. Now here's Drummond. Floats it up for Giannis. Got it. Good job in the low post. Antetokounmpo's got 13 points here in the second half alone. The Hornets shooting under 40% all in all for the game. Dinwiddie outside. Thompson outside. Pass to Sexton. 6 to shoot. Charlotte needs to get a shot up. Washington, the basket good off the assist from Sexton.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
Here's the great one. Lays it up off the glass. The great one's got 8 here in the quarter.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Dinwiddie passes to Bosch. Here's Sexton, and he comes up with the deuce.
And a lethal slasher. Sexton does a great job of finding angles to the basket, has that great burst to get to the rim.
Middleton outside. LaQ, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. The other day, Chris, I heard Commissioner Adam Silver talking about that it strikes him sometimes how isolated players can be with cell phones and headphones, and those things wouldn't help that. Is it something that you've noticed or that you're concerned about?
You mean with my nephews and nieces and friends that are younger and kids walking across the street looking at their phones and not even looking both ways?
You know, your play-by-play partner, whoever it might be.
Yeah. Oh, come on. You know, Kevin, those are the times. And so I would tell Adam Silver, Mr. Commissioner, yeah, that's a basketball problem. That's a world problem. How are we going to stop any of that? We're here now. There's no putting that genie back in the bottle, Kevin.
Bucks passing it around. The great one passes Giannis. Here's Valentine. Fires the 3. Trains the three-pointer.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, and they aren't just chucking up anything. I mean, they're doing a great job of creating quality looks.
Pass to Thompson. Lots of room. And Charlotte again with the bucket.
An active passer with good awareness. When Ntilikina spots the open teammate, he gets it to him.
Antetokounmpo with the bucket.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're pouring it on right here. Trying to give the opposition no light at the end of the tunnel.
The pass to Washburn. Count the basket and the foul. The great one. And so
Substitution on the court.
6 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Up top, Bledsoe. And so it's the Bucks taking care of business in this one. They poured it on tonight.
And you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.